back to the Blockchain Trust Fund Baby University, and where you're getting free education. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and turn on your post notifications. This is a requested video, so I'm going to do this in about 10 minutes and make it very short and sweet and simple to the point. So, your parliament bans anonymous crypto transactions. I think that this headline is very hilarious, only because when you read into the actual article, you'll start to understand the verbiage that is being used when they're speaking to what they actually banned. All right. So it says the legislation approved on the 19th of March puts certain limits on cash transactions and anonymous cryptocurrency payments. The new rule bans anonymous cash payments over 3,000 in commercial transactions. It also states that cash payments over 10,000 will be completely banned in business transactions. The ban on anonymous crypto transactions is applicable specifically to hosted or custodial crypto wallets that are offered by third-party service providers. These include entities such as centralized cryptocurrency exchanges. This means cryptocurrency service providers will be banned from providing services in custody to anonymous crypto asset accounts. Verbiage. By definition, people. All right, so let's get into it. They said they're going to be putting certain limits on your cash transactions. What kind of limits are you going to be putting on my cash transactions? And then they said, and anonymous cryptocurrency payments. What kind of limits are you going to put on my anonymous cryptocurrency payments? What is even an anonymous cryptocurrency payment? When I think of anonymous cryptocurrency payments, I think of cryptocurrency asset Monero, XMR, right? Because it's a privacy coin. You cannot trace your transactions. You cannot see who sent who, what, when, where, and why. It's not Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's not on a public ledger. It's not transparent. So when we're speaking towards anonymous cryptocurrency payments, what could they possibly be referring to when they say stuff like that? Those are some of the questions that you have to ask yourself. Then it says they have put a ban on cash payments. If you didn't read the rest, guess what? You just thinking, oh man, I can't use anonymous cash payments. No, they said their new rule bans anonymous cash payments over 3,000. Over 3,000. So you cannot send $3,001. You can send 3,000, but baby, you cannot send 3,000. You cannot send over 3,000. You can send 3,000, but you cannot send over that amount. Are we following here? Anonymous cash payments over 3,000 can be sent, right, in a commercial transaction, but they're going to ban it if they're going to ban the fact that you can't send over 3,000 in a commercial transaction. Now, what is a commercial transaction? By definition, commercial transactions refer to interactions between two or more parties in which goods or services are exchanged for some type of payment. Okay. Are you acting in commerce when you are transacting on the blockchain? Are you acting in commerce? No, I'm asking you. So ask yourself, are you acting in commerce when you are transferring your anonymous cash payments or your anonymous cryptocurrency payments? Are you acting in commercial use, people? Is it two or more people? Are you paying for goods or services that are exchanged for some type of payment? You understand what that means? Get into it. All right. So if your answer is no, then guess what? You're not breaking any type of laws. All right. And they also state that let me go back to that. Now, when you say anonymous cash payments, right? So they do have different type of anonymous cash payment services. I thought I had pulled it up, but I guess I did not. Let me put. Here we go. Let me see if my article will show back up here. We gotta start figuring out what is considered an anonymous cash payment. This says the ultimate guide to anonymous online payment methods. Let's look at this. Even though it says online, we can just kind of get familiar with some of the different ones. All right. Cryptocurrency, a mostly anonymous and widely used payment method online. All right. Prepaid debit cards. Okay, some of these, like, your information is linked to, so I don't know how they consider this anonymous. Disposable virtual mass credit cards. They do have some of these on the that are on the blockchain. Prepaid gift cards. Okay, PayPal, but semi-anonymous, widely accepted semi-anonymous. Google, Apple Pay isn't anonymous, it's widely available. PaySafe card availability would depend. It's an anonymous payment solution. Venmo, semi-anonymous. I don't see any fully anonymous payments. Paying by cash, the most anonymous payment method. How are they going to know if you're sending, if you giving somebody cash in hand, right? How are they going to know that you done gave somebody $3,001? Right. So maybe this article is not didn't go specifically into depth about really the type of anonymous cash payments and what type of services that they're speaking towards. But this is some of the things people just have to research, right? But anonymous cash payments over 3,000 is banned. But you can send up to 3,000. Doesn't matter. Are you acting in a commercial transaction use? Yes or no? Right. All right. Also, cash payments over 10,000 will be completely banned in business transactions. Is this, are you sending $10,001 in a business transaction? Yes or no? Let's see what a business transaction is, people. Because I took notes before I came on this uh pre-recorded video. I took notes. A business transaction is an event involving an interchange of goods, money, or services between two or more parties. When deciding whether an event is business transaction, think about how you enter it into an accounting record. So, are you making a business transaction? Yes or no? Of up to $10,001. Because if it's over $10,000, they quote unquote have banned that. But it says cash payments up to, it doesn't say that, but you have to read between the lines. A cash payment of up to 10,000, right? You can utilize in a business transaction because you didn't go over $10,000. So this is where having discernment and being able to read between the lines comes to fruition when we're speaking on legislation, laws, regulations, clarity, all those different type of things. Okay. It says the ban on anonymous crypto transaction is applicable specifically to hosted or custodial crypto wallets. Pause. What is a hosted or custodial crypto wallet? Offered by a third party service provider. I'm gonna let you think about that, right? So I'm thinking of I'm thinking of centralized exchanges like Binance and Coinbase. Are you not? Because they said that this includes entities such as centralized cryptocurrency exchanges. So what other third party service providers that are providing a custodial crypto wallet are there, right? So that's where you do your own research as well. Type that into Google and figure it out. But I know what comes to my mind is Coinbase and Binance. I'm not on Coinbase or Binance. I don't transact on Coinbase or Binance. It involves KYC, know your customer. You're giving them your identification. You're giving them your name. You're giving them possibly your address, right? You're giving them information about you so they can know who you are so that you can be held liable when it comes to tax and stuff like this. This is not financial advice by any way, shape, or form or in any capacity. I am only bringing clarity to words that are on a article online, period, point blank. Okay, so let's think about these things when you are setting up a Coinbase account and or a Binance account. Even in the United States, it doesn't matter if it's in Europe or not. All right. Um, so basically, that's just the gist of everything that they wanted to speak towards during this article. All right. This means cryptocurrencies will be banned from providing services and custody to anonymous crypto asset accounts. So if you're transacting with Monero, guess what? They're going to ban that account off that Coinbase or that Binance exchange. Keep that in mind. This is why we have things such as the DeFi sector. They didn't speak on the DeFi sector. How could they ban something that is decentralized? They can ban it because it's centralized, because guess what? Centralized is still tied back to the central authority that is already existing, right? So centralized means there's a middleman playing tennis with you and a provider, or with you and a wallet, or with you and a protocol, or with you and your cryptocurrency assets, right? So when you're talking decentralization, just all you need to do is put D inside the middle. Now it's strictly a peer-to-peer transaction, because there's nobody telling you I need you to KYC now. I need you to give me this information for me to give you this. It's not one of those type of services, right? So if you don't know what centralized versus decentralized is, check out my latest video that I did on centralized exchanges versus decentralized exchanges. Check that video out. So again, going back to knowing what you're doing when you're even transacting in this crypto space. All right. So a guy named Patrick Breyer, basically, right? He's basically telling people that you are infringing upon our privacy rights. This is our financial freedom. You can't deny us access to our financial freedom. I don't like this ban. You guys need to get rid of it. Then they're talking about the risk of misuse, right? They're talking about AMLs, right? So they're speaking towards criminal purposes. You could be utilizing something, right, for criminal purposes. When we're speaking to a cryptocurrency, a privacy token such as Monero, because it's untraceable. You don't even know what's going on. They don't like things like that. They want to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, and where you're doing it, and who you're doing it with. This system has been like that, and that's why the system is falling today. Because everyday quote unquote people, I'm not going to say citizens, because I might not identify with being a citizen, even when we're talking about this band right here. Okay, know who are you? Who are you? What do you identify as? What are you transacting on? Period. All right. So again, they have a fear of people taking control of their financial freedom. All right. So there is a bigger picture behind this, right? And it's probably going to come down the pipeline to other countries, to other states, and things of this nature. So we do have to read articles like this to become educated on some possible things that could happen in the future, and why it is important to know what you're doing and how you're doing it. This is not just jump over here and start buying things and not knowing what exchange you're using, not knowing if you're giving up information, who you're giving that information to. All right. So the people, they don't like it. Some people said, okay, cool. And then some people like me, who, if I was in Europe, hey, you're infringing upon my privacy. Now, the host of Sound Money Bitcoin, and speaking towards real money, God's money, sound money. It's interesting that his podcast name is Sound Money Bitcoin at that. He spoke up to say this could significantly impact donations. Donations. I'm going to say it again, donations. And the broader use of cryptocurrencies within Europe. Anyone who would like to donate anonymously, they can no longer do that with these new regulations. In practice, it cannot be prevented, but if the donation recipient operates a hosted wallet, the crypto custodian, right? The crypto custodian. Read that again. The crypto custodian. This ain't say nothing about self-custody. This said the crypto custodian could face restrictions from politicians, Binance, and Coinbase. So know the difference between a custodian and you being able to self-custody your assets. DeFi allows you to self-bank, self-custody, self-manage, asset protect. You have control over your finances. You don't own crypto. Crypto is stored on the blockchain. But can you control those assets? Yes, you can. By way of private keys and things of this nature. You see? So if they own your keys to said wallet, hosted wallet, it don't even matter no way. Cause it ain't your money. It's not your assets. Essentially. All right. All right. Let's see. This is just still talking about laundering money and things of this nature. So I hope you guys really got something out of me somewhat making clarifying statements about this article. Anybody could have read that and got the same gist of it when they read it, if they're on the frequency that I'm on anyway. So I hope you guys learn something. Again, if this happens in the United States, guess what? That's how you would have to break down exactly what these politicians in this legislation is telling you can and cannot do. And remember, ban and enforcement are two different things. Remember, centralized and decentralized are two different things. Remember, hosted wallets and self custody are two different things. Peace, prosperity, love, wealth, health, and abundance. Share that wisdom.